So today we'll be answering a super interesting question. Why do some countries get recognition and others don't? It's not as simple as drawing a line on the map. To understand recognition, we need to understand what makes a country in the first place. There's something called the Montevideo Convention of 1933. According to it, a country should have the following: a permanent population, a defined territory, a government, the ability to enter relations with other states. Sounds straightforward? If you have the people, land and government, and the ability to talk to each other, you qualify. If you have people, land, a government, and the ability to talk to other countries, congratulations, you qualify. But there's a twist. Meeting those requirements does not automatically qualify you to be a country. It means other countries must recognize you. And that's where things get interesting. So what is recognition? Recognition is when other countries officially accept you as a sovereign state. It's basically the international version of, okay, we acknowledge you, you are legit. Without recognition, a place can function like a country, have the whole Montevideo Convention, plus a flag, a president, military, passport, currency, but still struggles internationally. Recognition affects things like joining international organizations, signing treaties, opening embassies, participating in global trade, being part of the Olympic. So yes, it matters a lot. Many people think if you are in the UN, you are a country. If you're not, you're not. But it's more complicated than that. To join the United Nations, a country must be approved by the UN Security Council, the General Assembly, and here's the big twist. The Security Council has 5 permanent members: the United States, United Kingdom, France, Russia, China. Each of them has a veto power. That means even if one of them say no, that's it, game over. So recognition often becomes political, very political. Recognition isn't just about land or people. It's about power, alliances, history, and global politics. Let's look at a few examples. Taiwan. It has a government, military, currency, passports, election. It operates independently. However, China considered Taiwan parts of its territory. And because China is one of the most powerful countries in the world and a permanent member of the UN Security Council, many countries choose not to officially recognize Taiwan to maintain good relations with China. So Taiwan functions like a country, but most of the world does not officially recognize it as one. Another example, Kosovo. Kosovo declared independence from Serbia in 2008. Over 100 countries recognize it, including the United States and much of Europe, but Serbia does not recognize Kosovo, and neither do some powerful countries like Russia. Because of that, Kosovo is not a member of the UN. So it's a country depending on who you ask. So why doesn't all countries just recognize everyone? Because recognition is strategic. Countries ask, will this hurt our alliance? Will it affect trade? Will this create conflict? Who will benefit? Who will lose? Recognition is a diplomatic decision. Sometimes countries delay recognitions to avoid tension. Sometimes they recognize a state to show political support. It's all about politics. It's often about interest. There are actually 2 main ways to think about recognition in international law. Declarative theory. If you meet the Montevideo criteria, you are a state. Recognition by others does not define you. 2. Consecutive theory. You become a state when other states recognize you. So which one is correct? International law debates to this day, but the reality, it's a kind of mix between the two. The big takeaway, some countries get recognition because powerful nations support them. They don't threaten major global interest. There's international agreement. Others don't because a powerful country opposes them. Recognition could create conflict. Politics gets in the way. So the answer isn't just geography, it's geopolitics. Maps look clean and simple, But behind every border, history, power, struggle, negotiation, wars, and diplomacy. Recognition isn't just about drawing a line, it's about a global relationship. And sometimes it's about who has the loudest voice in the room.